Hello, I'm Andrew Heighton, representing Plus XP today, and I'm here with Kevin Beimers of Team 17. Been playing Schrodinger's cat and the Raiders of the Lost Quark. I'd just like to know, where did the inspiration for it come from?
Well, Schrodinger's cat, I mean, if you know physics, you know Schrodinger's cat. Yeah, you got the knowing nod, right? Schrodinger's cat is the sort of thing, quantum physics is the sort of thing that people really, really love, or it's something that's way off the charts of unattainable knowledge, like rocket science and brain surgery. And so I wanted to make a game that, first of all, appealed to the folks who already love the stuff, and also is playable by anyone who wants to just sort of come in from the outside and see what all this stuff is all about. But it's by no means an educational game. I just want to set that straight from the start. There's elements of it that, if you know your physics, you'll see that there's 6 types of quarks, there's some leptons, there's bosons. All the terminology is there from physics, from particle physics. But at the same time, you don't need a degree to play it. Yeah, it's a old-fashioned retro, let's call it a puzzler platformer from the days when I was growing up. Yeah.
How long did it take roughly to finish the game?
Well, the game was in a thought process, let's say, for a very long time. It actually started off a long time ago as a web cartoon idea, and then was going to be turned into a TV show. But then it sort of found its feet as a video game. And when it came down to like hard development, that started about April of last year, April of 2013. And it's been, I don't know, around a year and a half of development, but just solid development all the way through, full time.
Where did the inspiration come from the design of the cat?
Well, I wanted to make sure that anybody who knew their stuff, first of all, knew that I was paying tribute, not just, taking the mickey. Secondly, I wanted to make sure I had enough symbolism and shapes and color and that, like, to make sure that if anybody looked at any one piece of it, there would be something to that influenced the design that came from either mathematics or science. I mean, when we first looking at art styles for the backgrounds, we were looking at microscopic bioluminescence, just images of microbes and things like that. And then got into things like the fractal designs and infinite patterns. And what we wanted to do is make sure that anyone who played the game, who was in the headspace, also knew that the developers were also in the headspace and wanted to sort of pay tribute to everything. So the cat himself, it's a cat that has a dark side and a light side. He's both alive and dead at the same time. If you look at his paw prints, it's a 2-fingered paw. Nothing to do with Star Trek, pardon me, but it's a circle with a couple of dots, which, if stamped on something, would represent the O with the umlaut in the middle of the name Schrodinger. And just anything that, like, the game, the mechanics, the characters, the dialogue, all that stuff is influenced by something to do with quantum theory or mathematics. Yeah.
There's lots of specialist terminology in the game. Was it crucial that you made it funny to try and compensate for people who maybe didn't understand, like, the dialogue?
Well, in what sense do you mean specialist terminology? I mean, I've tried to use the names of the actual. Like, if you look at something like, how many kids know Mario and can name every character of the Mario franchise? There's no difference between somebody being able to memorize Goomba versus Koopa versus, how to beat Bowser. All I've done is I've used as much quantum theory influence as I've been able to put into it without making it unfun, and then said, okay, we've got quarks, we've got leptons, bosons, gluons, we've got antiquarks, we've got the particles here, we've got all these little jokes and insider bits and pieces that all feed into the greater good. And if there's enough dialogue in it that if you miss a joke, it's the kind of thing that you like to hope that somebody would say, that was set up like a joke. Why was that funny? I'm going to go on Wikipedia and figure that one out. And then pretty soon they're lost in the backgrounds of Wikipedia and heated arguments about physics online. I mean, what you've been playing here at EGX has been the full release. Came out on Tuesday, launched it on Tuesday, flew here on Wednesday, and I've been enjoying the crowds playing the real game and me not having to worry about the anything that's going on in the background for the next couple of days at least. But I got to say, the reception here, it's been great for physicists, non-physicists alike. I've had 8-year-old kids sit down who like the cat and getting a kick out of the type of gameplay. And I've had physicists walking up, or geniuses or enthusiasts like myself, and going, Schrodinger's cat, you've brought me over. Now tell me all about it. So it's nice to see that it's hitting all the levels that I wanted it to hit.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm Andrew Hyton from Plus XP. Keep watching the website and stay tuned.